just right off the bat, what did you tell your team after the game?
Well, it's an incredible learning situation. And the smart people wear every possible opportunity out to learn things. And I said it the other night, UCLA, Duke, Clemson, Louisville, Kentucky, we can't simulate that in practice. And, you know, this game's tied at halftime. We're leading at the under 16.
Yeah.
No, I mean, give them credit. They physically are better. I mean, they are. But in terms of doing what we asked them to do, our guys opened their chest and gave it everything they had. Incredible effort.
The length of Kentucky is just, incredible, and they were able to dominate the backboard. But really, in the second half, you did a much better job keeping them off the offensive board.
They
only had 3.
I know. And, I mean, and we did talk about it at halftime. Kurt Holt, I mean, you think of who he's battled.
Yeah.
From Clemson to Duke to UCLA, the big, strong kid at Loyola Marymount here, and his chest is really, really, really hurting.
Yeah.
You know, JB, how about that? He comes off the DL, man, to give us that kind of effort. I mean,
hit the floor 3 or 4 times.
No,
I thought he was hurt each time, but he got up.
You know.
I thought Bash Whelan was a huge warrior for you tonight.
8 rebounds.
8 rebounds, against this group here.
You know, I told him it was 2:37 to go, and they put Shuiwei back in the game. Guy was consensus player of the year.
Right.
They were putting him back in. I said, what a compliment. And I'm going to be I'll be a little basketball technical. We need to practice. We really have not practiced since the Wednesday before Clemson. Thursday was not hard because we had 2 games in 4 days. Then we played 4 games in 9 days. Or 4 games in 11 days, I guess it is. And this was tough. But we've lost. You lose the value of practice. You know, a floater instead of off 2 feet, not use a backboard and still like shoot some little prayer up there. That's not what we practice.
Yeah.
But it rears its head when you don't get to practice, because this game, I quoted Coach Wooden of him the other day, it's simplicity and repetition. It is. It's tough. It looks so easy sitting over here. But believe me, those kids gave us in this university and our community everything they had.
The other thing that you did was, I think, you kept this crowd here. They didn't start to leave until about 2.5 minutes to go. So you kept them here and entertained, and I think you gained a lot of respect. I think people were curious about what Bellarmine had.
Here's you a stat. Amount of time with the lead. Kentucky, 16:35. Bellarmine, 12:52. Now, there is a game of runs, and we talked about at halftime. They cannot make a run if they don't get second shots and we don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
We talked about that. And we did turn it over, which, it did lead to a couple runouts, but it robbed us of opportunities.
Right. You started out 4 out of 5 the second half, and then ended up 3 out of 17.
Right.
So, and of those 14 misses, there are half of those are getting out on fast breaks and getting easy baskets down to the other end.
No, there's no. I thought the first half, the reason the game scored, they didn't get any easy baskets.
That's right.
That's why it's tied. No question.
Yep.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
I just thought your half-court defense was terrific the first half.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And, the second half, it's not as good because they're taking the ball off the backboard. And it's harder to get it set. When you score, it's easier to play defense than it is when the game gets up and down. And give them credit. Tell you, boy, they are athletic. And they are long.
Yep.
I mean, there's shots that we're staring at. We just, they're going to block it.
Yeah, and in the lane again, y'all missed 6, 7, 8 shots in that lane. Just, they have to be thinking, okay, who's going to come block this? But I'm going to shoot it anyway.
But again, when you attack it, when the second guy comes, you have to play at 2 feet and pass it.
Yeah.
No, that's what we teach.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. How many of them were blocked by the guy on the ball? No, it's the guy coming off the ball.
Right.
And is that fatigue, et cetera? I don't know. I don't believe in fatigue.
It's got to be.
I don't believe in fatigue, so I will never mention that.
But you will go to sleep here in the next.
You're going to have a fresh team next Sunday. That's for sure.
I can tell you what I'm going to do. We're off tomorrow. I will not let the staff be in the office tomorrow. They are barred from the office. And I'll be there to check. If one of them comes in the office, they're going to see a side of me they don't want to see. Those guys, what they've done in terms of preparation, all the while you're recruiting. High schools are starting games as of Monday. Indiana started last night. You understand what this regard tonight, Monday night, what recruiting's about tonight. I'm sorry, Indiana.
And there's another thing there. How many days you get to prepare for UK?
No.
How many hours, maybe I should say?
We landed at 10 o'clock. We did film, practice at 4:30, film, walk through this morning at 11, film, walk through film, and 2:45 bus.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
That's all right.
They're never going to forget this.
No.
Let's be honest. And we had to pick their heads up in there. They are never going to forget this in the rest of their life, ever.
19,000 people.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
I didn't see that. They will never, ever forget this. Is that their biggest crowd of the year?
Might be. I don't know.
I would think so.
It's got to be close. I mean, who are the other home games? South Carolina State? Come on.
North Florida.
North Florida.
6 o'clock game.
Duquesne.
Duquesne.
Somebody else.
I would think it is.
It's got to be.
But, I mean, it's a credit to this program, but this program's built on these kids. That's it.
All right. Scott, thank you.
Guys.
Get some rest.